They say every story starts somewhere. Mine started in a place where the mornings were quiet, the air smelled like red earth and rain, and everybody knew your name. My name is Emily. And back then, my biggest worry was finishing my chores before Mama woke up. Mama prayed every morning without fail. She said the day you stop talking to God is the day the enemy starts talking to you. Then one day, a letter came. A job. In Lagos. I had applied 6 months ago and almost forgotten. But God did not forget. Mama held my hands and said, Emily, the city is not like here. People smile at you while they plan your downfall. Hold God like your last breath. I laughed. I should not have laughed. I packed everything I owned into one bag. My clothes. My Bible. A photo of Mama. It wasn't much, but it was mine. When Mama held me at that roadside, she didn't want to let go. Neither did I. But dreams don't come to you. You have to go to them. For 6 hours I watched the village roads turn to highways. The trees became buildings. The quiet became noise. I was entering a different world. Lagos. It hit me before the bus even stopped. The noise. The speed. The size of it all. I pressed my face to the window like a child. Nobody told me the city had this kind of power. I stood there in the middle of all that chaos and whispered, Lord, I hope you followed me here. My first home in Lagos was a room smaller than our kitchen back in the village. But I told myself it was temporary. Everything was going to change. The job was real. A small admin role at a marketing firm. It wasn't glamorous, but it was honest. And back then, that still mattered to me. That's where I met Sandra. She was everything the city looked like from the outside, beautiful, loud, confident. She called me village girl and made it sound like a compliment. I should have run. She said it was just one night. Just to see. That is always how it starts, isn't it? Just once. Just to see. Just to belong. I stopped reading it. First I said I was too tired. Then I said I would read it on Sunday. Then Sunday came and went. The Bible sat there. Waiting. I kept walking past it. Sandra said I needed to stop looking like I just came from the farm. So I let her remake me. I barely recognized myself in the mirror. She said that was a good thing. Chief Emeka. Sandra introduced him like he was a gift. He had money, power, and a smile that made you forget to ask the right questions. He gave me things Mama could never have dreamed of giving me. And every gift came with a little piece of myself that I handed over without even knowing it. Why work when someone else would pay? That's what I told myself. Mama used to say, the hand that feeds you controls you. I thought she was just old-fashioned. He moved me into a flat with a view of the whole city. I had everything I thought I ever wanted. And I have never felt so empty in my life. I called Mama. I told her I was doing well. That I had a good job and a nice place. Every word was a lie. She said, "Are you praying?" I said yes. That was the biggest lie of all. When I finally pushed back on Sandra, I saw her real face for the first time. She looked at me like I was a product she was tired of selling. She said, "You think you got here by yourself?" Chief had moved on to the next girl. Sandra had known for weeks. The apartment was cleared out while I was asleep. They took everything, except the bag I came with. The one with the Bible still inside. I sat on that pavement for 2 hours. The same city that had looked like a dream from the bus window was now just cold concrete underneath me. night I hit a wall inside of myself that I didn't know existed. I had nothing. I was nothing. And somewhere in that nothing, I heard something. I don't know why I reached for it. My hands just moved on their own. When I opened it, the pages fell to Luke 15. The prodigal son. And I started crying before I even finished the first line. I cried until I had nothing left to cry. And then I said 3 words I had not said in over a year. God, help me. That was all. That was enough. I wandered until I found a church. I didn't even go inside, I just sat on the steps. A woman named Sister Grace came out and said, "You look like you haven't eaten." She didn't ask questions. She just fed me. The next Sunday, I went inside. I sat at the very back. I thought God would be angry at me. But the moment the worship started, all I felt was welcome. The pastor said, "Some of you came here broken. You think God doesn't see you in the back. But He saw you before you even walked through the door." I looked up. It felt like He was talking to only me. Sister Grace helped me find honest work again. Small money. Hard work. But every naira I earned felt clean. The first time in a long time, I could sleep without something weighing on my chest. I wrote Mama a letter. A real one. I told her everything, all of it. Every lie, every mistake, everything I was ashamed of. My hand was shaking. But I wrote every word. She deserved the truth. Mama's letter said 4 words: "Come home, my daughter." No judgment. No, I told you so. Just come home. That is what grace looks like with a human face. I walked past the places that had swallowed me. In the daylight they looked like nothing special. Just buildings. The power they had over me was never really in them, it was in my emptiness. I stood on that bridge and looked at the city one last time. Lagos didn't break me. I let myself be broken here. But it's also where God picked up the pieces. I couldn't hate it. I just had to leave it. The journey back felt shorter. Maybe because I wasn't running towards something this time, I was returning to something. There's a difference. I understand that now. Mama was standing at the gate. Like she had been waiting there since the day I left. When she saw me, she didn't say a word. She just walked toward me with open arms. And I ran. She held me so tight I could barely breathe. And I thought, this is what I left. This is what no amount of money or fancy apartments could ever be. This right here. The next morning, I knelt beside her. Like I used to as a little girl. And the prayer that came out of me, I cannot even describe it. Years of silence pouring out. Years of God waiting patiently for me to find my way back. They say falling is a bad thing. But I have learned, sometimes God lets you fall so that when you finally reach up for His hand, you understand exactly what you are grabbing hold of. I fell. Yes. But I fell right into His grace. And that is the best place I have ever landed.